Hello everyone, and Happy New Year! Yeah, it's good to be back. I've missed you all, and I'm very excited to show you everything that I've been working on and to go over the plan that I have for my island this year, which hopefully it won't take a whole damn year to do. I'm like a third of the way done, so I'm thinking it's going to be pretty soon. But that's what I'm going to go over in this video, so let's get into it. Alright, so a lot has changed on my island over the past couple of weeks. The original idea with this is my second island called Outset, was that it was going to be the opposite of my first island called Sanctuary. Sanctuary is very commercial and touristy, whereas this one was going to be very natural and local. But over the break, I went back to Sanctuary, and there was just like a lot that I didn't like anymore. I don't know, it was just like too commercial and built up, you know? I just wasn't a big fan of it. And when I came back to Outset, it was too natural and wooded. I know, I can't be pleased. So I had the idea of mixing the two styles together, where it's still very natural, but also very structured in most areas. I feel like that's like the sweet spot that I don't see very often. And that's what I'm working on now. But I think most of us can agree that Animal Crossing is very ebb and flow, you know? So I feel the burnout coming, but not right now. I still want to finish the island, but I feel it coming. And before that happens, I want to have a main island that is done, looks exactly how I want it, that I can come back to when I'm not playing as much, you know, when they release updates or there's new events and stuff like that. So during one of my live streams, I took a vote on which one should be my main island that I focus on, and Outset won by a long shot. I think there was only one vote for Sanctuary. So this is my main island now, and my goal is to get it built up exactly how I want it, so I'm no longer worried about terraforming, time traveling, online trading, anything like that. None of those rules apply anymore, so just whatever it takes to get the island built up. I am still keeping Sanctuary, obviously, but it's just going to be there when I get bored and want to do some kind of themed island or something. Okay, that was a very long-winded introduction to the changes I've made, but there was a lot to cover. So now I'm going to show you what I've been working on, starting with the entrance, which you've seen before. I just extended it a little bit, you know, with having these little fountains on all sides of it instead of just the top, which looks pretty cool when you're flying in. I don't know, it's the symmetry, man. The symmetry. And I'm pretty sure that this entrance is why this island won, because the residential services building is perfectly in line with the airport and there's just enough space to make something like this. I'm pretty sure this is why it won, and I'm not mad about it. Moving over to the left, I still have the boardwalk down here. It just looks a little different. I had to move it over and extend it a little bit, but I do think it looks better. We have more fishing stalls, and I added in an ice cream booth and a juice bar, both of which are closed right now because it's still winter. I mean, who gets ice cream in the winter? Actually, it does sound pretty good. Coming back this way are the shops, which pretty much have the same setup. Oh my god, there's a balloon! All I did was just change the decorations a bit outside. I just love this shot, you know, I just love how it looks. It's the colors, man, it's the colors. I still have a lot of decorating to do out here, so nothing's really done just yet. I'm not crazy about the sister shop, but there's hope, because I think the decorations can fix that. Maybe, I gotta figure it out. This little canal area is very new, I'm still working on it, but I've seen it on Pinterest so many times that I just had to make one for myself. This side is gonna have like a little cafe right here, maybe a bakery behind it, or just like more shops to extend this part of the town. Alright, here's where it starts to get weird. Okay, I moved the museum over to this side for a few reasons, but mostly because it just makes sense to me to have the museum by the shops in the city part of the island, you know? And plus, when I figured out that it would be perfectly in line with the shops, like right in the middle of it, I had to do it. Like, there was no turning back. So the museum's over here now. I'm still working on it, but it's almost done. It just needs a few more fossils and a couple of flowers, maybe. I don't know, something, but it's almost done, and I think it's looking really cool. I said it gets weird because for those of you who've been watching this for a while, you might notice that this is a new river. I did a lot of terraforming. It looks very similar to Sanctuary, this layout behind the residential services building, but the river just like worked so well, and I liked having this bridge to go into like the residential area, you know? So it does look a lot different than before, but I just love having this like neighborhood vibe over here. It just looks so much better. Now, obviously, I'm going to add more houses over here, but right now we have Francine and Stu front and center because they are my favorite. And if any of the villagers don't like it, they can move. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, they can move. And up here is just an extension of the neighborhood. I like the idea of having tiered housing, you know. So I'm probably going to add more houses up this way, or I don't know. I want all this to be residential, but I have to figure out the spacing and all that first. And I have to figure out where my house is going to go because it was right here, but I kind of want to have it higher up and in the back. So a lot to figure out, but this is what I'm currently working on. So everything else is just a complete mess. These houses are going to be moved. I'm working on a diving spot over here that's going to be next to a park or something. And down this way are just houses that are in the process of being moved. I mean, even just looking at this stuff just drives me crazy because I want it done, you know? But going back to the middle part of the island, I'm going to keep the farmer's market and the park, but I have to figure out a new layout because these jagged paths, man, I can't be asked to have jagged paths. Oh, that kind of rhymed. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Oh my god, that rhymed too! Up here is where my house currently is because I was thinking about leveling up another house to turn it into a hotel or bar or something. So I wanted to see how it looked, and I think I have just enough spaces for it. But my house is not staying here, it was just, you know, temporary. And all the way on the other side of the island, again, there's going to be like shops right here, and then we're going to lead into the campsite area. And I want to do something like pretty big with it, like a hiking trail that leads to a lake with the campsite and a bunch of like kids tents all around it. I don't know, something very like wooded and natural looking. So it's going to be really cool, a good balance to everything else on the island. And somewhere, I'm going to have to find a place to put an orchard. So yeah, I still have a lot of planning to do, but it's best to go like one area at a time, otherwise my head is just going to explode. But that's all I have to cover right now. I'm really excited for the new layout, and I hope you guys are too. I would love to hear what you think in the comments. And I've been streaming myself building this on Twitch, so if you want to help out and give me suggestions in real time, check me out at twitch.tv/cordlessvii. I would love to see you there. But thank you all so much for watching. It's so nice to be back. Please leave a like, and if you want to see more videos from me, consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss anything. But thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.